Hi, welcome to Crazy Worms. This is Ralph. Today we're going to be working on bin number 2. We're going to be giving it a fluff, a good stir, a feeding, and take a look at the well-being and overall health of the worms. Hope you enjoy the video. Get this black plastic folded up and out of the way. I see lots of worms up here on top of the paper. That's a good thing. All right. How about that? We'll give it a little shake off here. And some of those worms are just going to stay on the paper. Won't be long. I threw this in just for the fun of it. Didn't go anywhere. Not breaking down or anything. We'll throw it over there. There's some cellophane. The worms push that cellophane to the top of the soil, and they don't like it. I try to pick it out every time I can, but I don't always get it. Right off the bat here, I see a breeding pair right on top. A couple of really nice big adult. I'm going to kind of give them the royal ride over to the corner. I'll cover them up and give them a little privacy. Anyway, this is our feeding zone from last time. Let's dig through here and see what we've got. Lots of worms. And there's still quite a bit of worm chow down in there. Look at all those worms. Isn't that fantastic? That is pretty darn close to a worm ball. This is one of my 2 original bins. I've taken a few worms out of here along the way, and if you watch my previous video on bin number 1, you already know that this bin number 2, is going to be going into the garden bed on Mother's Day, or shortly thereafter. Because we live here in the mountains and we cannot put stuff out early in the garden. We have a very, very short growing season. Doesn't last long. Overall, the moisture content feels pretty good here. Worms seem to be dispersed pretty much so evenly throughout, except for the feeding zone there. And let's take a look down here. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea to aerate the bin every week or not. If you have experience on that, and you think it's too much, or you think it's too little, let me know. I'm new at this, so. I try to feed once a week, and I try to give it an aeration once a week. Some people that I watch on YouTube, they don't do much of an aeration at all, but they run a lot more stuff in their bins than I do. I'm going to put some cardboard and leaves down right in the very bottom again on this one. just to give them something to do, something to eat. This one, this bin doesn't have a lot of brown in it, so I wanted to put some stuff in there. And then I'm going to level this back off, and then we'll do our feeding zone. I think I'm going to do the feeding zone over here on this side, and I'm going to do it fairly close to the edge, because I really and truly want to maybe get the worms in one heaviest populated in one side. So here goes the stuff that I took out. Let's add some coffee, and got a lot of coffee filters here on top. I'm just going to lay them aside. There we go. Stuff these back in the coffee can. Give it a good healthy feeding of worm chow. A little sprinkling of oyster shell, ground up oyster shell. It's easier for me to do than ground egg shells. The ground egg shells for me is a pain in the neck. I'm going to shred this piece of cardboard up and just toss it in here. And cover that up. Level it off nicely. Move my golf ball over there. Give it a spritzing of water here. Would have been nice if I'd have put some food in there. Unforgetful. There's some food. Put that banana peel back in here. Okie dokie. Cover it up. Cover it back up again. Put our golf ball over here. Look at all those worms. Sorry, worms. Give it a spritz in here to get it nice and soaky wet. Put the black plastic back on. And that's the end on bin number 2. Thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this little video. I enjoy making them. I enjoy feeding the worms as a hobby. So have a good day. See you next time.